Question: do memes affect the economy? Answer: yes. Do you want to know how? Keep watching and you'll find out. First off, before you know how memes affect the economy, you gotta know exactly what a meme is. So I'm gonna tell you. Here we go! By definition of Merriam-Webster's dictionary, a meme is an idea, behavior, style, or usage that spreads from person to person within a culture, or an amusing or interesting item or genre of items that spread quickly online through social media. Basically, what a meme is a video, audio file, GIF, or picture that got really famous on the internet, or not so famous, but people use it, normally to be funny or to prove a point. There have been thousands of memes through the history of the internet. Some of them include, why you do this, Dat Boy, Troll Face, Success Baby, Bad Luck Brian, Nice Guy. Some of the more modern memes that we use today are Big Chungus and Ultra Instinct Shaggy. All memes affect the economy, but not all memes affect the economy equally. Some affect it in a more direct way. We're going to go into our first meme that has a large effect on the economy. First up, the Tide Pod Challenge. Now, if you don't know what the Tide Pod Challenge is, basically it became a social media trend where a bunch of teenagers got Tide Pods and started biting them in front of a camera. And obviously, Tide Pods are poisonous and can kill you if you consume them. So this was a pretty bad trend, and it made for a rather popular meme as it became wider known. Now obviously, something as big as the Tide Pod Challenge would have a pretty big effect on the company Tide. As you can see from this graph here, immediately as the Tide Pod Challenge started in January of 2018, the numbers were at a low. The word of mouth, people were talking about it less. Purchase consideration, people wanted to buy it less. However, as the month progressed and the meme was actually still even going on until February, and the numbers actually shot back up, meaning Tide actually came out on top. Basically, the Tide Pod Challenge and the meme stemming from it acted as a huge advertisement for Tide the company. This gave Tide a huge boost in the laundry pod market, obviously affecting that part of the economy. The only other effect would be the hospital bills, if you want to count that. This now brings us to our next meme.
Catch me outside, how about that?
Catch Me Outside, how about that, was an internet-wide sensation, making the person who said it, Danielle Bregoli, very famous and eventually very rich. Danielle Bregoli was 13 at the time of the Catch Me Outside video. Since then, she's become Bad Baby, who is a rapper, and used her following from the meme in order to create a music career, now making her have a net worth of $3 million at the age of 15 years old. Now we move on to someone who, through their fame, has also gained a rather substantial amount of money, although nowhere near as much as Bad Baby, although has still become famous for them saying,
"Something came in the mail today. Yeah, I did. These nuts." Got him!
This was Welvin the Great, or Welvin Harris, who now has a net worth of $100,000. Welvin has made his money by going to clubs, parties, signing autographs for people, all to make money while not actually doing much in the way of work. This is nowhere near as much money as other people who have made viral fame, but it is enough to show that memes have the power to get anyone rich just by being famous. And although this was originally a Vine, it has been made into many meme formats, making it a very well-known meme. The next meme is actually from a video game, which made the video game an extremely popular game where before barely anyone played it. I'm talking about Ugandan Knuckles, which, as you can see from the graph I'm about to show you, made an extremely large impact on VR chat. As you can see from this graph, from the months of January 2017, November of 2017, the players of VR chat averaged from about 50 to 100 players every day. However, that changed in December, where it started rising from the hundreds to the thousands until reaching 3,000 on December 23rd. On December 23rd, a YouTube video releasing Ugandan Knuckles was released, making an internet sensation, making it a huge meme. Also making VRChat a center of the meme. Then you can see the players rise up almost straight from December 23rd to the middle of January, where it finally hits 20,000 players. And as you can see, the numbers never die back down to what it was before, and still remains a popular game, averaging in the high thousands every single day. This next meme is actually from an ad, which I'll talk more about ads in general in a second, but this meme is from a very popular ad about Mafia City. Mafia City basically had an ad where had a low level and then they turned into a high level by getting a bunch of money, and it was really stupid and people memed it. And the meme got so popular and increased the sales of Mafia City exponentially. They have over $9 million in revenue the month of January on iOS. Mafia City is just another example of a meme that directly affects the economy. However, next we're going to be talking about how every single meme, when posted by a large meme page, affects the economy as well. This is from ads. Many meme pages are paid to post ads or memes relating to a product by companies in order to make revenue. Memes basically are creating jobs where people don't even have to leave their homes. They just post memes on the internet, people follow them, and the companies, based on how much of a following they have, pay them for the amount of people seeing it. Many meme pages on Instagram and other social media can make up to $1,000 per post if they have over 100,000 followers. If they're in the millions, they can easily charge tens of thousands of dollars for every ad-sponsored post that they make. The last way we're going to talk about how memes affect the economy is actually the 2016 United States of America presidential election, which had the Great Meme War of 2016 right behind it. What the Great Meme War was a battle between memers on Reddit and other social media platforms between candidates such as Jill Stein, Bernie Sanders, Ted Cruz, Hillary Clinton, and Donald Trump. Now, the Great Meme War also included other candidates such as Deez Nuts, which got a 9% poll vote in North Carolina during the preliminaries, even though the owner of Deez Nuts' name presidentially was only 15 and couldn't actually be president, but we'll ignore that. And the next one was a write-in named Harambe, which was a gorilla that got shot in the Cincinnati Zoo of 2016. So many people were lost in grief, they voted for him for president. Although it has been stated that Harambe had over 15,000 votes during the election, there's no way to actually tell, and many people have debunked that number to little over 1,000, if over 100. And although we'll never know, there was still a good amount of people who voted for Harambe just for the sake of the meme. In case you need proof that the Great Meme War actually ever happened, you can find that Hillary Clinton actually acknowledged Pepe the Frog as being a hate symbol. Now, the reason that this happened was because many Trump supporters and a lot of more far-right people were using Pepe the Frog as a meme to battle the left, and it got a little Nazi-ish, and that means that everyone thought Pepe was a Nazi all of a sudden. He wasn't really, but That's what people thought. Although there's no true way to tell just how much the 2016 election was affected by the Great Meme War, there are still tens of thousands of posts on Reddit and other social media that show people's allegiance to either side. Obviously, who is president directly affects the economy by them being able to choose tariffs, how businesses work, regulations, all that stuff for an entire nation. And it's hard to deny the memes had a large effect on the 2016 election, although that is immeasurable. In conclusion, memes affect today's economy in many, many ways. From giving meme pages self-sustainable revenues so they don't have to get real jobs, from giving companies free advertisements which can turn their entire company around, from changing an entire political scope of a country and swaying the minds of the people. With a clear, objective view of the economy, memes affect it every day and will in the centuries of the world to come.